John, are you gonna come do this with me or what?
Fine. Whatever.
It's the beer I brought the other day. This is warm beer.
Yeah, I deserve it.
Dude,
What?
I understand what it's like to have a loss, okay? I spiraled a little bit too. It happens, okay? Easy way to fix this. John, come on.
Woohoo!
Dude, go to Esther. Go to Esther. Hello, and welcome to 60 Wombats. I'm your host, Raymond the Chief Rodriguez. Here with me today is Esther Tiger Blood Garner. How are you doing today, Esther?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Good.
It's an honor.
So, you're new to this season, new to this league this season, and right now you're coming out on top on a 4-0. How does that make you feel?
Honestly, I'm very happy and I'm shocked and I feel pretty good right now. A little nervous going into next week, but I feel really good.
So being undefeated this season, throughout the league, there have been many rivalries. Right now, you have not had to worry about that rivalry. So out of everybody in this league, who are you worried about the most?
I'd honestly have to say John. Despite him helping me initially at the beginning of the season, I'm a little threatened by him. He knows his business.
Yeah, indeed he does. So with that, do you still think John deserves to lose over you?
You know, that's a double-edged sword of a question. Because where I do appreciate how he helped me initiate myself into the league, absolutely. I want to see its demise, and I will be happy when that happens.
So, and out of all the managers in this league, who do you think talks the most smack?
Oh, that's a tough one. Honestly, the smack that sticks the most would probably have to be yours. Yeah, I think, yeah, and especially where it doesn't always land in your favor.
Okay. So, with that being said, do you think that I can back my smack talk up?
I guess going into this next week, we will definitely take a look at that. I'm leaning towards no.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. Throughout this league, do you see anybody as a main villain and somebody as a main hero?
I'm really rooting for Emily. That's my girl. But heroes and villains, not necessarily. Because I'm always rooting for myself.
And with you coming into this next week undefeated, now you're kind of at a point where you're getting a little pumped up. So if your team had a WWE entrance song, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I'm probably going to say, I know a lot of people will probably jump straight to We're the Champions, but I don't want to be too cocky. So probably like Dracula.
But if it was We Were the Champions, what would you think would be a reasonable standing to have towards the end of the season, a win-loss standing?
A reasonable would be, that's a hard question because reasonable to me would be winning most, right? So I'd say at least 60-40, bare minimum.
And then with last week, with all the injuries going on throughout the league, do you have a backup plan, an emergency plan, just in case your number one were to get injured?
I'd like to. It's really hard right now. This league I was warned about, not wanting to make trades and that sort of thing. And I found that to be kind of accurate. And it's very difficult going on the waiver wire and seeing who I'm looking for and stuff like that and matching up who you want to be, who you want. My backup plan is like play it week by week, honestly. And it's worked out for me nicely. So far.
So if you could trade anybody or pick somebody up from another team, who would you most want?
Probably, that's a hard one. Probably Gibbs.
While I have you, can you describe your fantasy team with their whole vibe with just the sound?
Is that what you're wanting?
I'll take it. So, Do you think that you're going to be here and dominate this whole regular season and then get to the playoffs and choke like a lot of people did last season, or are you here to win the season?
So I'm really rooting for myself, but I can't really see the future. Like I said, I play it week by week. I'm hoping that's the case, but I don't want to get too cocky and say that. I think there will be some losses in there, unfortunately. And I know a lot of my best players come up on the same bye week, which was very unfortunate planning for me, but we'll see how it goes.
And then coming up to this next week, we have the matchup of the week this week. I think it'll be a good game. I think it'll be a close game. How would you feel if I ultimately did get that first loss?
I would be really sad. Because, but out of all the people on the league, I know you and John probably the most, so it'd be easier to talk a lot more shit about it.
With all this going on, what would be your overall prediction of this week? We have multiple different games going on. The first one being me and you. John just came out with his first loss. I know I took Trent and ended up getting his first loss. So now being the only undefeated team, what do you think being so high up out of everybody there? Who do you think is going to do the best? Who do you think is going to do the worst?
That's a hard one. I really thought that Trent was going to be up there right with me. So I was honestly shocked. Like, I was really paying attention to your guys' game quite a bit. That was really fun to watch. It's interesting to me, like, how many awesome players that Emily has on her team. And it's so interesting that you always say, like, play the players, not the stats. And that's very fascinating because in her case, it's not working out that way. But I really, she has some amazing players. And so I'm hoping that she comes out with a win this week. And then, honestly, I see Trent also being at the top. And probably Shane being at the bottom this week.
So with that, the first matchup we will talk about is Shane. He's playing the no-win RAF. The third string's playing the no-names. So how do you think that's going to go?
I think the strategy of drafting only players from a team that you like is, I think as much as we all want to do that, I don't think it's a great one. And I haven't seen a lot of switch up with him as far as like who he's taking off his bench and, you know, all of that sort of thing. I don't think it's going to work well for him. I know that when I played him, was that like week 3? Yeah, he was killing it at first, and I actually got pretty nervous. But at the end of the day, it didn't work out, and I don't think it will.
Yeah, so with that next game, we have, of course, Josh is the King versus Waffle Stomper Wills, which both Josh is the King coming out with his first loss, Waffle Stomper Will kind of holding on there. What do you think about that one?
William's been doing like pretty solid. Like I've seen him, you know, that one's going to be a toss-up. I'm surprised that we have the matchup of the week because I would say that they should have that.
So, and then we have next running back Reapers, who just came up with their first win against No Name Sevens, going against Star Vision, who has no wins as well. Do you think that she can maintain her win streak against no-win teams?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and then lastly we have Coup de Gras, who just picked up their first loss against the Lost Boys.
Yeah. That's unfortunate for him, but I feel like he might be picking up another loss.
So, with everybody that you just talked smack about, who would you trust the most to babysit your children?
Probably William.
I don't feel like that's a good choice, but that's okay. And one last question for you. If your fantasy team was a food, what dish would it be?
It'd probably be nachos. It's a mixed group from a bunch of different teams, but it all works and everyone enjoys them. And I don't know one person that says I hate nachos.
So I know being of the brown variety, I quite enjoy nachos myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're rooting for nachos.
Always.
Yeah.
If they were in a burrito form, even better.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, Esther, thank you for coming today. Thank you for spending some time with us, really throwing out your perspective on this league this year, or this season. I know with our matchup this week, I think it'll be a good one. I am excited to see what happens.
Yeah, me too. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so this has been 60 Wombats. Everybody have the week you deserve. It's okay, Jim. Just remember what we talked about, okay? Just do it again like we did last week. You'll be all right. Okay, you got it. Here we go.
I'm Johnny Walker Red.
I'm Raymond the Chief Rodriguez.
Welcome to Wombat Watch.
John, what did you think about this last week?
You know what? It was a pretty rough week for me myself, but I know a lot of people got some good wins in. Let's talk about one of those wins. Threat level midnight. Esther, Tiger Blood Garner.
Because I'm me, I'm different. I just have a different constitution, I have a different brain, I have a different heart, I have a different, I get tiger blood, man.
4-0 versus the Lost Boys, who now 1-3.
Yeah, and as you can see, we had Esther here. We told her she'd come on with 3-0. We missed that week. She ended up coming back with 4-0, 106.88 against Shane's 86.36. That's a 20.57 win and the highest spread of the week.
That is an ass whooping. Okay, an ass whooping.
I was going for you, Gallon.
I wasn't.
There was a moment where it was like,
it was pretty close.
You could have a chance
It
here.
was like, all he needs is like 20 points.
Yeah, kickers can do that.
They can, just not your kicker.
Yeah, so they ended up coming with an A- rating, which good game.
Yeah,
Good game. I will say this. I did think it was going to be a little closer than it was.
I did too.
But Gowan ended up coming in with the best and worst player of that game.
Right.
Both from the Raiders. Genty, the running back, with 31.5 points, and Myers with 3 points, the wide receiver.
31.5 points. That is a monster game, and I know that was the game that Emily was looking for so that she would keep Ashton Genty around, but unfortunately she just didn't wait long enough, let him go, and it's tough with those rookies. You really got to make sure that you are 100% going to let them go, and it's not going to affect you, because Ashton Genty popping off like that's a game-changing amount of points.
Yeah, it is. I will say this. Emily ended up winning her game, but she probably could have done better with Genty.
She probably could have done better with him. The top player for Threat Level Midnight, Puka Nakua. Nice, cool 23 points, and on theme for her lowest player, her kicker.
Because that's how I roll. I have one speed, I have one gear. Go!
Yeah.
3.5
Esther
points.
loves those kickers.
Yeah, and they love her right back, man.
Yeah, and I will say this, luckily, with a week of injuries, neither team here suffered one.
Lucky.
Yeah, so that's
solid.
going to be good going into next week.
Right. Third strings versus the Waffle Stompers. Both teams 2-2 now. How'd this one turn out, RJ?
So Shane ended up coming up with the win, 120.98 to 108.50. That's a 12.48 spread.
That's not bad.
They did also get a rating of an A. Still, good game.
That's a pretty close game, actually, considering.
That was a pretty good game. So Shane ended up coming out with the best player.
Yes.
The Josh Jacobs, from the running back from the Packers, come out with 27.7 points.
Right.
Yeah, and then Will, of course, had Malik Neighbors, the wide receiver from the Giants, with 2 points.
2 points. William also had Patrick Mahomes on his team, 27.3 points. I know last year Patrick Mahomes was not putting up those kinds of numbers. This year, he seems to be a pretty good quarterback to have.
Yeah, I will say I don't think he's doing as good as last year in terms of the games themselves, but he is putting up some
In terms
points.
of winning, yeah, but for fantasy,
He's doing great.
he's doing fantastic. Actually, I believe that William just traded Patrick Mahomes.
Did he?
He just did, yeah.
Bad choice.
Traded Patrick Mahomes to Emily, actually,
Okay.
for one Jalen Hurts.
That could be a good trade. That could be a bad trade.
I think that's a fantastic trade. It was Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, for also with Kenneth Walker and Kamara thrown in.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
I
so
can see that.
pretty solid trade, I felt.
So I will say this, coming out of their game this week, Will suffered a couple of major injuries. He ended up with Malik Neighbors being out with his knee, as well as Tyreek Hill also coming out with his knee, which you saw in that game Monday night.
Yeah. Yeah, both players out for the season now, RJ. So, our next game, RJ, No Name Sevens, 0-4. The only team left that's winless?
Only team left that's winless. So Emily come out with this win. They both come into the game no wins. Emily come out with it 93.5 points to Raf 72.98 points.
Yes. This was that Michael Vick game of the week. And you know what? Emily keeps finding herself in these Michael Vick games of the week, unfortunately, being towards the bottom of the leaderboards. But you know what? She's 1-1 in my Michael Vick games. And you know what? I like it. I like what I see. It's fantastic.
Emily come up with a 20.52 point win. Their whole game overall was a D+. It wasn't overall a good little, competition, but hey, Emily come out with the win.
Good enough
so
for me.
That's
A win's a win.
A win's a win.
A win's a win.
So Raf did end up coming in with the best and the worst players.
Yeah.
Jordan Love, the QB Packers, come out with 26.28 points, and turn right around the other side of the field. The Packers defense coming with the worst at -3 points.
We all thought the Packers defense was really good this year, and all of a sudden it was not. It was kind of sad. Emily with Jalen Hurts, 19.40 points. Awesome. Also had Trey Tucker on her team with 2.20 points. So not a lot of production there, but Jalen Hurts got it done.
Yeah, with Raf starting so many Packers this week, I'm surprised this game didn't end in a tie.
I'm kind of surprised.
I will say, so Raf has an injury, and Emily comes back with an injury. So Jalen Warren from the Steelers come out with a knee injury, as well as the 49ers. He's only questionable, but the knee injury, Pearsall.
Oh, Ricky Pearsall.
Ricky Pearsall come out. Come out. It's questionable, so he may be jumping back in next week.
Yeah.
But Jalen Warren with the knee, he's out.
Man, the Niners are banged up. Except for Christian McCaffrey. He's siphoning their youth and their vitality. He's sucking it out of them, guys.
Something happened in the offseason to give him his powers that he's getting this season.
He's straight up space jamming them right now. All right, let's talk about the game.
I'm sorry. We got to bring it up, John. Star Vision coming in with his first win of the league this season.
Yeah, who did he beat, RJ?
I'm sorry, John. He beat Coupe de Gras.
Yeah, he sure did, didn't he?
108.78 to 101.28.
I thought I had it too.
Yeah, it's a 7.5 win, C- rating, but this was the closest game of the week.
Yeah. What a good game though, Todd. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Todd ends his losing streak. Hopefully with that he'll get some momentum, keep going on, and we'll see what happens.
I agree. I was glad to see you get a win. Not happy to see it against me. Unfortunately Lamar Jackson decided he didn't want to play football that day.
You know who did though? Your highest player. Bijan Robinson, the running back for the Falcons, 24.1 points.
24
That's
points.
the best that the Falcons have done all season.
Really good. They spread the ball around to everybody.
Yeah,
so really fantastic.
As somebody who also has a couple of Falcons, I'm kind of glad they had a great game.
Dude, I'm happy about it.
So I do think you need to switch up that Minnesota defense, though, because they only gave you 4 points.
Yeah.
Also being the worst this week.
Well, my tight end was honestly my lowest player, 2.5. Harold Fannin, I don't know, man. I don't really expect the tight end to score more than 3. So he did good in my book.
Yeah.
And that's why I lost.
Yeah. And then going back to that injury, Lamar Jackson, hamstring.
It's going to be out for a couple weeks.
He might make a comeback. Maybe he'll start doing better after that, but coming back after a hamstring injury later in the season,
I've got some trades in the works.
All right.
Hopefully I'll have a fighting chance this week.
Well, let's finish this last week off with the Yahoo Game of the Week.
The game of the week. Let's see. What are you doing, Stepperos versus Josh is the king. I guess Josh is not the king.
He is not this week.
Dethroned.
I got him his first loss. 116.64 points to 106.06. Okay, that's a 10.58 win, and we had an A rating.
That's a pretty solid game.
Yeah, so fall of an undefeated 2 this week, which was awesome. My highest player, the highest player of our game, of course, was Bo Nix. He had a killer game. Him and that Sutton combo really just kind of sealed the deal for me. Bo Nix coming in with 26.74 points. And A.J. Brown being the worst. What do you think about that? He only had 0.7 points from the Eagles, wide receivers from the Eagles.
Man, A.J. Brown. I'm terrified of the guy. He's so good. And it's just...
He's not getting points. He's not getting throws to him.
Unless Saquon Barkley gets injured, I don't see him getting a whole lot of points this season.
Yeah, so I do think that Jalen Hurts needs to kind of step it up with his running game. A.J. Brown's always been a good player to have year after year, and then for some reason this year it just kind of stopped.
Yeah, they need to throw the ball a little bit. Like, they need to get their receivers the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have to is the problem. The problem is they don't have to, man.
Yeah.
They don't have to, damn it. They are killing everybody, and they're doing it with speed, and they're doing it with running. And that's what it is.
Yes.
It's the rush game all day long with them.
It seems like this last week, too, a lot of teams are going with the run game.
Yeah, there have been a lot of run-heavy teams lately. You know.
Yeah. Did suffer one injury. Buck Irving, the running back from the Bucks, was questionable.
I didn't realize he got injured.
Yeah, they didn't say what it was. It just says undisclosed. So we don't know. It is questionable. He might be back next week. We'll see what happens.
He might even miss some time.
Yeah. But speaking of next week, again, I'm getting the Yahoo Game of the Week. It is What Are You Doing, Step Burrows versus the only undefeated Threat Level Midnight.
You versus Threat Level Midnight, I gotta say, man, I'm kind of leaning towards Tiger Blood's team, dude.
You know what?
She's got a strong team, and your team plays the Eagles. Your quarterback plays the Eagles next week, and I think that's going to be the difference maker. Is that Caleb Williams is going to get hurt a little more points than Bo Nix is going to get you.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm excited for it.
As a Broncos fan, I don't want that to be the case.
You know, and
I would love to watch Esther fall.
it hurts rooting for other teams, but I've been rooting for the Broncos a lot lately, which kind of breaks my heart. But
We're the truth.
But you know, I knocked down one undefeated. I can knock down a second. 2 in a row.
Well, that'll be your only claim to fame at the end of the season, so it's all right.
Second, we got the third strings versus the no-win, no-name 7.
Yeah, this one's easy, RJ. I think it's pretty clear.
Yeah.
Shane's probably going to take this win over Raph. Shane always says any given Sunday, so there is that. Raph could pull out a miraculous win, and Shane's team could just be a bunch of duds, but I don't think so.
If Raph can't pull this off, he needs to just change his team name to No-Win 7.
No win 7. No. We love you, Raph. Come on. Get something going, man. Like, trade somebody.
You got to do something, dude.
You got to do something. You really do. All right, so the next game, Josh is the king versus the Waffle Stompers. William coming off of a hard loss there. 2 major injuries. Season-ending injuries for his players.
So he's gonna be looking for trades. He's gonna be looking for picks off the waiver. So if you guys have anybody that you might think could help you out, that could also help Will out, start talking. Because Will needs help right now.
Yeah, he needs some players.
Yeah, he needs some players.
It looks like his whole entire season just went down the tube.
Yeah, so we'll be looking. We'll be watching. You got it, Will. You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Hey, what the? You know what this next game smells like to me, RJ?
Oh yeah.
It smells like my Michael Vick Game of the Week. All right. So, Michael Vick game of the week. RB Reapers. We've got Emily back in the doghouse.
Third week.
Third time versus Star Vision.
Both coming off of their first wins.
Fresh wins.
Looking for a second.
Oh my god, and I want blood. I want a scrap. I want some fucking dog fights going here. Let's go.
This is going to be a good one. I'm excited to see at this point, maybe whoever gets this next win, that momentum's going to drive them. It'll keep them going, and maybe they'll end up being a good contender because right now y'all got to step it up.
I got to say, Todd, you beat me last week, and I want Emily to crush you. I want her to. I do. Emily, destroy him. He must die.
Of course, we're unbiased on this show, but
not biased. It's completely unbiased commentary.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. We'll see how their lineups end up.
I think it will turn out to be a really nice game. Like I said, Emily, 2 fresh players from a trade she just made. I think with the additions, she's going to get a win.
Yeah, I think at least this week it'll be a close one. Or, something might happen and it might be one of the biggest spreads. But
who knows?
I'm kind of thinking it's going to be a close one.
But I like it. All right.
Our last game, Coup de Grace, Mr. John here, against the Lost Boys.
Coup de Grace versus the Lost Boys, yeah. I got to tell you, RJ, with Lamar Jackson being out, it looks a little bleak for me. A little bleak. And with the addition of a new quarterback that I just recently tried to obtain, I think I'll have a chance. I don't like it, but I think I have a chance. And if I beat you without my starting quarterback, you'll never hear the end of it. I won't let you. I won't let you. Anyway.
It'll be a good week. It'll be a good week. I'm excited to see what happens.
It's gonna be fun games.
I'm hoping we can walk away with everybody taking one loss.
Sadly, I've got Bijan out this week too.
Yeah.
The bye weeks.
Yeah, I had to start doing some moving around as well because
it's kind of unsettling.
It's not good. It's a little scary.
It's not all right. This is where the bottom dogs become the top dogs. They just start whooping our ass.
But as far as the league goes right now, in terms of our standings, of course, we have Esther at number 1, still undefeated. That'll change this week. But, until then, she's still undefeated. We have 3 teams at 3-1, 2 teams at 2-2, and Raph.
I am proud to say, though, my loss did not drop me in the standings. I'm still in 3rd place.
Yep, you're still in 3rd. I'm still in 4th. We have Trent in 2nd, and then 5th going to Waffle Stomper Wills. But
I wanted to point out an interesting statistic that I saw on there. Did you know that Threat Level Midnight has the least points against for this season so far? Meaning she's played the lowest scoring teams for her games. I'm not saying that you didn't earn your wins. I'm just saying you didn't earn your wins. Do better.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's talk about the trade block, RJ.
All right. We're starting to see, we're a couple weeks in, we're starting to see more trading going along.
Right.
Which is good. It kind of opens up for more possibilities. Do you have anybody you're looking to get rid of or pick up right now?
I'm still looking to trade Chase Brown, honestly. I would like to offload him if anybody's willing to pick him up and needs a starting running back for a team. Chase Brown for the Bengals, he's out there.
Speaking of the Bengals, if you need a wide receiver, Jamar Chase is now up for grabs.
Jamar Chase is a good one. He's always somebody that can blow up and give you a 20-point game at any minute. And with Jordan Browning, the current quarterback of the Bengals, just getting more and more reps, he's only bound to get better and better. And Jamar Chase is the only game in town, really, when it comes to receivers for that team. T. Higgins is a big play threat, but he's not getting volume like Chase.
Yeah, and you know what? Chase was my number 1 pick in the draft. I had a lot of high hopes for him. With the loss of Joe Burrow, he's not doing as good as I wanted. he might pick it up in these next couple weeks once they start getting a rhythm. But right now, I need something that's going to help me beat Esther.
Oh, absolutely.
And unfortunately, I don't think Chase is it.
Probably not. No.
So, if you're looking to collude so we can beat Esther,
We don't do collusion.
let me know.
We don't do collusion. I don't do collusion.
But if you do need a wide receiver, like I said, he might come back later, but I need something now.
Yeah.
So,
I think a lot of us do, honestly. Like we said, hit up William if you are looking to trade. He's missing some wide receivers. Raf still got George Kittle on the trading block, I believe. I don't think he's traded him completely yet.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. George Kittle still on IR, but he should be back in a week, 2,
I think 2.
maybe 2 weeks or so. And once he gets back to San Fran, dude,
Yep.
there goes all the targets. It goes straight to Kittle.
Every time. 100%.
Him and his fucking smelling salts. Dude,
Have
did you hear he was gonna retire if they didn't let him use the smelling salts? Dude? That's crazy.
Have you ever tried smelling salts?
I've never tried.
They're
smelling
not
salts.
good.
They're not good.
Like, they pump you up, don't get me wrong, but, like, it's weird. It's a different ballgame.
It's a different game. Okay.
I'm going to get some and we'll do some for you guys. I can. It's called a sneak attack.
Yeah. So this week, pretty good. Not much of a complaint other than I got my ass kicked.
Yeah, and that happens. You saw me a couple weeks ago. I got my first loss.
Yeah.
So it happens. Everybody loses
Yeah,
eventually.
you don't want to. It's liberating, you know. It just cleans out the sinuses. Makes you feel better.
So yeah, John's gonna end up crying in his pillow after this because of that loss. But you know what? I did a couple weeks ago. So
Foolish
it's
of
okay.
you to think I haven't already done that.
But thank you for tuning in. This is
Like and subscribe our channel, man, so that we don't have to put it in the group chat all the time.
yeah.
Put your notifications on. It'll just fucking ping you.
Don't do the like and subscribe thing.
Like and subscribe.
God damn, I hate that so much.
Like and subscribe now.
This has been Wombat Watch. We're your hosts,
Johnny Walker Red.
and I'm Raymond the Chief Rodriguez. Have a week you deserve.
Have the week you deserve.
Yeah. Well, that's what we did.
I don't like that.
Yeah, but you know what? That's what Esther said. Right now, she's the champion,
It
so we have to
sounds,
listen.
it sounds awful.
Yeah, it does, but we'll figure it out.
You know what I like better, though? Always spay and neuter your pets,
That was pretty good.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I went neutered myself because of it. It still hurts.
They were never there. Damn. We love you all. Hope you guys have a good day.